Students, we start with the next topic, that is making order out of chaos, Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay. Now we have already seen Newland's law of octaves and Daubernier's triad. So after the rejection of Newland's law of octaves, many scientists continue to search for the pattern which correlated the properties of elements with their atomic masses. Okay. Now just turn the page. Now the man who got the credit for classification of elements goes to Mendeleev, a Russian chemist. Okay. Now he was the one of the most important person in contribution of the early development of periodic table. Okay. Now here the elements were arranged on the basis of their fundamental property, the atomic masses. Along with that also similarity of chemical properties. So there were two things which were taken in consideration: atomic mass and chemical properties. Okay. Now how Mendeleev started his work, that time only 63 elements were known. Okay. So he concentrated on formation of compounds by these elements with oxygen and hydrogen. So he selected hydrogen and oxygen as they were very reactive. Okay. And then he formed the compounds with all these elements, that is the hydrides and oxides. Okay. And this was one of the basic properties for classification. He took all the 63 elements and wrote them on 63 cards, and each card he wrote down the properties of one element. Then he sorted out the elements with similar properties, pinned them together on the wall, and then he placed the elements according to them on the periodic table, on the increasing order of their atomic masses. Okay. He also observed that there occurs a periodic recurrence of elements with similar physical properties and chemical properties. So every place there is a recurrence, means again and again you have got elements with having similar physical properties and chemical properties. So on basis of this he formulated a periodic law which states that the properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic masses, means you have got repetition of these properties according to their atomic masses. This is the periodic law which was formulated by Mendeleev. Now Mendeleev's periodic table has got vertical columns called groups and horizontal rows called period. If you see table 5.4 in the next page, these are the groups and these are the periods. Okay. And then there are 63 elements here in this periodic table. So let us see what he achieved by this periodic table. So while developing the periodic table, there were few instances where Mendeleev had to place an element with slightly greater atomic masses before an element of slightly lower mass. Now if you observe this periodic table, you will see that atomic masses are in increasing order. Like here it is 6.9, 9.0, 10.8. So it's in the order of increasing atomic masses here. But if you see in this place here, okay, now cobalt is 58.9 and this is 58.7. So cobalt is placed before nickel instead of after nickel. Okay, so this was one exception, that cobalt with 58.9 appeared before nickel 58.7. Now further he left some gaps in the periodic table. Okay. Now these gaps he boldly predicted where there was existence of some elements which have not been discovered at that time and may be discovered. Okay. So in his periodic tables he had some gaps like this. He put some gaps like this. Okay. Here you can see these gaps. Okay. So these are the gaps. Now Mendeleev named them by prefixing a Sanskrit name Eka, that is one, to the name of the preceding element in the same group. For example, okay, just turn the page. He had named Eka boron, Eka aluminium and Eka silicon. Go back to the previous last paragraph of the previous page. They were similar to scandium, gallium and germanium. Now come back here on the periodic table. I'll just explain to you. Like boron was taken as a Eka for scandium, aluminium was taken an Eka for gallium, and silicon was taken an Eka for germanium. That means scandium has got same properties as boron, gallium has same properties as aluminium, and germanium has got same properties like silicon. So boron, then aluminum and silicon. These were the ACAs of scandium, gallium and germanium. That is what is written here. Okay. Now you can see here figure 5.5. One example of aluminum is explained. Aluminum has got atomic mass 68 and gallium has 69.7. So this is placed before this. Okay. Oxide is E2O3. This is also G2O3. So the formula is same. Formula for chloride is ECl3, that is GaCl3. So all the elements coming under this group will have this formulas. Okay. Now noble gases like helium, neon and argon, okay, that have been mentioned but they were not discovered. They were discovered late because they were inert. They did not react with any of the elements. Hydrogen, oxygen, no reaction was shown with these gases. They were present in low concentration in our atmosphere. That time it was not discovered when Mendeleev made this table. Okay, so one of the strengths of periodic table was that these gases, when they were discovered, they were placed in a new group without disturbing the existing order. So if you go back to the previous page, the inert gases were placed here in this group, last group, and nothing was disturbed, okay, when they were discovered at that time. Okay. Now limitations of Mendeleev classification. Now limitation, the first limitation was for hydrogen. Now hydrogen, it resembles alkali metals as hydrogen combines with halogens, oxygen, sulfur. Okay. So on other hand, it also resembles like halogen, okay, because it exists as diatomic molecules. It combines with metals and non-metals to form covalent compound. Okay, so it has got both the properties of alkali as well as compounds of halogens. Okay, so no fixed position of hydrogen was given in the periodic table. That was the first limitation. Okay, if you go to the second limitation, isotopes were discovered long after Mendeleev had. And what are isotopes? We have already seen the elements having similar chemical properties but different atomic masses. Okay, so the second limitation was isotopes of all elements. Okay, posed a challenge to Mendeleev periodic law because the atomic masses do not increase here. Now the third limitation was in going from one element to other, it was not possible to predict how many elements will be discovered between the two elements. Okay, especially when we go for heavier elements, we don't know when the discovery will be made. It will be 2 elements in between or 3 elements in between or 1 element in between. So these are the 3 limitations of Mendeleev's classification. Okay, thank you.